To Allen Arena, Lipscomb University. It's the Blue Cross Basketball Championships here on the TSSAA network. Along with Coach Joe Holloway, I'm Scott Chastain. We're about 2.5 minutes away from tip-off of this Division II AA semifinal contest between Ensworth and Father Ryan. Father Ryan got here by upsetting Christian Brothers 63-55 in the quarterfinals, and they've been led by Jamonte Graham, who scored 28 points against CBHS. And in the previous game, 35 points against Brentwood Academy. Graham has averaged 18.8 points a game. Father Ryan's won 2 state basketball titles in 1999 and 2002. And Coach, talk a second about the Cinderella story of this Father Ryan team.
Well, first of all, I know a little bit of something about going into – they had to go to Christian Brothers. And Bubba Luckett, you know what kind of teams he turns out. They're hard-nosed. They play hard. And to travel that long way to Memphis, oh, that is tremendous. And then they start out by beating Brentwood Academy 57-45. Well, you know, you just don't do that the way you had. But you know what? Jamonte Graham came to the front. You've had some other kids step up and play some really good basketball. And if you'll look at this roster, there's not a senior. A lot of juniors, but no seniors on the Father Ryan Fighting Irish.
And then on the other side, Coach, you've got Ensworth, the clear-cut favorite, the defending state champion. 2 of the last 3 years they've won the title. They've won 9 consecutive games. They beat BGA 78-71 in the quarterfinals. They've already beat Father Ryan twice this year, 71-46 back on January 17th and 69-55 on February 3rd. They've got a Mr. Basketball finalist in Corn Elder. They've made appearance in 6 consecutive state tournaments, so it's David and Goliath.
Oh, you know it. There's an old saying that a team that won't be beat can't be beat. If you don't play to win, why keep the score? And we keep the score here.
That's exactly right, and as is the tradition of the Blue Cross Basketball Championships here, all players will be introduced. First, the subs will be introduced, and then the starters for both of these teams. This is our final game of today. We'll have our state tournament brackets set for tomorrow, and we will begin at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning with the Division II Single A girls title game, and then the boys title game, then the Double A girls and the Double A boys. And all of these games tomorrow can be seen. ESPN3.com is the place. Now, if you don't know where you're hearing or listening to this, I'm going to tell you that you're watching it on TSSAA and if you're listening to it, you're probably hearing it on SparkSports.com.
Right, and tomorrow you can also pick them up on your PBS stations all across the state of Tennessee, because some of us, believe it or not, my cable system, we've been asking for it. They don't have it. They're getting it, though. We're getting it in 2 weeks, ESPN3. And that happens sometimes. Need to mention Baptist Sports Medicine Physician Network takes care of the pros, and they can take care of you. For a physician who understands your active life, call 284-GAME or visit BaptistSportsMedicine.com. And also, we want to make sure that everybody remembers that Rawlings is the official ball of the TSSAA Basketball Championships. As the subs are being introduced for the Father Ryan Fighting Irish, again, Father Ryan in the semifinals of the state tournament with an 8-18 overall record. They're coached by Doug Bontrager, and the assistant coaches Michael Green, John Sneed, Corey Stewart, and Gret Thompson. The Fighting Irish are purple and white, located right here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, although it's not been especially beautiful today. And now the substitute will be introduced for the Ensworth Tigers, coached by Ricky Bowers, assisted by Greg Eubanks, Matt Kaminsky, Jonas Rodriguez, and David Whitfield. The Ensworth Tigers are black and orange, a record of 22-6, and they are the defending Division II Class AA state champions. And again, a Mr. Basketball finalist in Corn Elder. So we're just about set to go here at Allen Arena. Lipscomb University in this state championship semifinal contest, the Blue Cross Basketball Championships. Now let's look at the starting lineup first for the Father Ryan Fighting Irish. At forward, a 6'2 junior, number 12, Jacob Phillips. At guard, a 6-foot junior,
number 20, Sean Rollins. The guard, 6'1" junior. He is the focus of this team, Jamonte Graham. At the post, 6'4" junior, number 34, Trevor Graham. And also inside, 6'5" junior, number 44, Griffin Connolly. So for the Fighting Irish, Phillips, Rollins, Graham, and Connolly. Now for the Ensworth Tigers, number 2, the coach's son, Andrew Bowers, 5'7" junior. Number 23 is Corn Elder. He's 5'10", a junior. Number 24 is Nathan Watkins, a three-point specialist for the Tigers, 6'5", senior guard. Number 33 is William Downey, 6'1", senior guard. And number 34, Kashawn Carter, 6'2", senior forward. Coach, looking at the size, looks like Father Ryan's going to have a little bit of a size advantage. Ensworth maybe a little bit of a quickness advantage.
Ensworth pretty quick. A couple of guys are a little thick in the shoulders, but you're right. As far as height and reach, I believe Father Ryan have it. And I'm going to tell you what, looking in the end zone, both schools have a nice crowd and a loud crowd.
Yeah, I think after 3 years of being here at the Division II state tournament, this is one of the larger crowds that I've seen for a semifinal game. And as expected, both schools are right down the road. Folks should be here, and they are.
They are. TSSAA would like to thank Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, the Governor's Highway Safety Office, Tennessee Dairy Farmers, Rawlings, Baptist Sports Medicine, and Action Picks TN for their support of the TSSAA championships. And Scott, those are great people, and we want you to support them, and we do appreciate everything they do. And Blue Cross Basketball Championship, what a wonderful thing. They take care of Division I and Division II championships. And Scott, the players, of course, they know each other well, but good sportsmanship shown. And then when they flip that ball up, they're going to get after each other.
And we are just about set to go. Jumping center for Father Ryan will be Griffin Connolly. And for the Tigers, Keyshawn Carter. So Connolly and Carter will square off here. Again, you can see on the floor that Father Ryan has a height advantage overall. But 23 for Ensworth, Corn Elder is probably the best player on the floor, and he'll get the tip. Elder at the top of the key, looks inside, goes right inside to Carter. Carter spinning move off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Connolly for the Fighting Irish. They'll quickly get down court. Three-point try, in and out, no good. Rebound battled for and taken away by Ensworth's Bowers. He'll get it to Elder. Elder wants to make a move inside. Elder with 3 defenders on him, puts it up, no good. Rebound inside. Carter, shot up, no good, but he draws the foul and will go to the line and shoot 2.
And coach hollering for a better block out. You've got to keep Ensworth off the boards. But tell you what, Father Ryan needs that good quick start, though.
And the foul goes against Jacob Phillips. That's his first team foul against the Fighting Irish. Going to the free throw line is Keyshawn Carter, 6'1" senior, trying to win his second consecutive state championship. No score early here. Carter's free throw up and good.
Good form. I tell you what, if you want to watch that young man, good release, and he left that follow through out there.
Ensworth in the white uniforms with orange and black trim. Father Ryan in purple as Carter nails the second, and the Tigers get a quick lead. And in for Ensworth, right off the bat comes Rico Watson. He is exceptionally quick. As Father Ryan now against full court pressure, trying to get it in, and they do. Big man bringing it down. Griffin Connolly for the Fighting Irish. Don't see that a lot. Connolly gets it across the timeline. Now he's looking for a cutter, and that is Jamonte Graham, 32. Graham goes up, shot in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Nathan Watkins for the Tigers. Quickly, it's Corn Elder. Elder powers his way in. What's the call? The call goes against Corn Elder. The charge, little bit out of control early. Coach, you see that sometimes. Great players got to settle down, sort of let the game come to them. Corn forcing it a little bit early.
And human nature is to want to make something happen.
As William Downey sits down for Ensworth. And again, Father Ryan against full court pressure. And Ensworth steals it away. This is Elder. Elder's going to take it up for the lay-in good. Ensworth leads 4-0 on the steal and layup by Corn Elder as Father Ryan again gets it past half court. And they going to lose it out of bounds, but it doesn't go out of bounds because it's saved by Ensworth. Quickly the other way, Elder. 3-point try, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Rollins for the Fighting Irish. The other way comes Father Ryan. Fast-paced game early here. Beautiful feed. Layup is good by Trevor Graham. Great feed underneath. And the lead is 4-2 Ensworth. Elder in the corner for Watson. Watson gets it back out front to Corn Elder. Watson thought about a three. Now wants to go inside. Turn, shot off the glass, in and out, no good. Foul called underneath. I think that's going to go against Keyshawn Carter for Ensworth. And it does. So Carter picks up his first foul. That is the second team foul against the Tigers. And coming in for Ensworth, number 10, DeAndre Furby. And Downey also back in for Ensworth. So Furby in. And also for Ensworth is Andrew Fleming, number 22. Father Ryan against the pressure, almost lost, but saved there by Graham. Graham being guarded closely by Bowers in the front court. Graham calls out the play, and the play is, I'm going to step back and shoot a three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Father Ryan. Set it up again with Jamonte Graham. Good board work there by Rollins for the Irish. Graham almost has it stolen by Bowers. Now a scrape on the floor, and that's going to be a jump ball. And very fortunate to get that jump ball call was DeAndre Furby for Ensworth. Possession will stay with the Irish as the big man Griffin Connolly will throw it in. Connolly, a lot of ball handling for a big man. This is Graham. Graham wants to set it up, wants to go one-on-one against Bowers, and does. Beautiful spin move off the glass. No good. Rebound slapped around and recovered by Upliger. Let me correct myself. That's Fleming for the Tigers. Shot up, no good. Rebound, shot back up. Good. Beautiful shot by William Downey. After the miss, Downey got the rebound, put it back up, 7-2 Ensworth. Now Graham drives inside, no good. Rebound, Father Ryan, put back up, good. Good putback by Jacob Phillips in the right place at the right time. It's 7-4 Ensworth, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tigers set it up outside with Connolly. And Fleming. Fleming now at the top of the key. Fleming, little 15-footer, no good. Rebound ripped down by Phillips for the Irish. Back the other way comes Jamonte Graham. Graham at the top of the key. Gives his offense time to set up. Now they run a baseline. Get it over to the right side to Trevor Graham. Graham has it slapped out of bounds. Ensworth wanted it, but they won't get it. And Father Ryan, wholesale substitutions. Coach, help me out with some names.
Well, there are this is one of those times you'd like to get a timeout to get them in. But Patrick Stevens, number 40, has come in. 35, Nick Bontrager. And let's see who else. 24, Patrick Williamson. And 22 is Brett Upliger.
So Father Ryan with the basketball, and Ensworth will commit the foul. And so Father Ryan on offense, and Ensworth, the foul is on 14, and that is Justin Lloyd for the Ensworth Tigers, his first foul. So Father Ryan to throw it in the corner. Beautiful feed inside, shot up, no good. Rebound ripped down there by Keyshawn Carter. Quickly the other way comes Corn Elder. Elder wants to shoot a three. Elder misses everything. Saved by Ensworth, and now recovered by Father Ryan. They come the other way. They've got a chance for a three-point shot. The left-hander shot up good. Bottom. Zach Crone sinks it for the Fighting Irish. 7-7 game. 4:10 to go first quarter. Father Ryan, Cinderella story, tied as Ensworth shot up no good. Rebound battled for underneath, and we'll get a foul call. That was Carter on the shot. It was no good. Let's see who the foul's against. That's going to go against Father Ryan. That's Williamson. Patrick Williamson picks up his first foul as Ensworth takes it out underneath their own basket. And now the Tigers have it on the left side. Now Elder. Right side Watson. Watson, three-point try, missed everything again. And that is recovered by Crone. Crone against pressure. Gets it to Upliger, and Upliger will cross the half-court line, being guarded there by Justin Lloyd. Upliger, right side. to Williamson. Williamson has it stolen away. This is Connolly. Connolly free on the break. The jam.
And he didn't see that. Good pressure caused that pass to be allowed to be stolen.
Keyshawn Carter with the steal and the jam for the Ensworth Tigers, and they lead 9-7. 3:31 to go here in the first quarter, and Ensworth will get substitutions in. In fact, both teams get a lot of substitutions
back in for Father Ryan.
Bowers, Elder, Watkins, Downey, all in for Ensworth. For Father Ryan, the starters back in: Rollins, Phillips, Graham, and Connolly. And now Coach Ricky Bowers, little discussion going on here.
Well, Jake Estes' shirt tail was out.
Got to have those shirt tails in, Coach. Neatness is a key in state tournament basketball. Father Ryan to throw it in, trailing by 2, 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Jamonte Graham has been held in check so far by the Ensworth defense, and Andrew Bowers putting on the pressure out front. Graham from the left side wants to go inside. Nothing really there. Now he gets it to the high post, and a turnover there for Father Ryan. Taking a step was Trevor Graham. So Ensworth will bring it back the other way.
Yeah, they'll move it to the side. Players sometimes anticipate the official. That is the proper place to inbound, and that's something people need to watch during the game.
Estes in for the Ensworth Tigers wearing number 5, and we'll get a whistle down low, I believe, against Father Ryan. Very tough to see who the call's against. It's going to go against Ensworth, and it's going to go against number 24 for Ensworth. That's Nathan Watkins, his first.
It's got a lot of action, lower body action and hand holding and stuff down in there. And if folks watching on TV, watch the post play like that. It's a lot of fun.
Father Ryan gets it in to Sean Rollins. Rollins working against the pressure, gets it to Graham. Jamonte Graham works his way to the right side as Father Ryan working the perimeter, looking inside. Graham, three-point try, top of the key, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Estes. Estes to Elder. Elder, right side, looks out front. Bowers thought about a three, now back to Corn Elder. Elder wants to drive in the paint. Little floater, give it to him. Corn Elder with the little floater gives the Tigers a 4-point lead. 2:30 to go first quarter. For Father Ryan, this is Rollins out front, right side now to Connolly. Connolly wants to work. Connolly gets it back out to the top of the key, driving the paint. Turned over, and Elder comes the other way to Bowers. 3-point try, yes. Bowers drills it on the assist by Corn Elder, and quickly Ensworth has doubled Father Ryan 14-7. We were tied at 7 2 minutes ago. Up-tempo is Ensworth's game. They do it very well. Father Ryan is a much more patient offensive team as Jamonte Graham goes inside good. Great move by Graham in the paint against 3 defenders.
And the pace has been played at Ensworth's pace.
It has. Ensworth takes it inside. Power move blocked away there by Trevor Graham for the Irish, and Jamonte Graham comes the other way. He'll go into the paint. Great fake. No good. Rebound pulled down there by Ensworth's William Downey. Downey gets it to Corn Elder. Elder of the orange shoes has it stolen away by Jamonte Graham. Graham going the other way against 2 players. Little floater, good. Jamonte Graham has 4 consecutive points. And Father Ryan has cut the lead to 3. 3-point try by Ensworth, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Sean Rollins. He's done a good job on the board so far for the Fighting Irish. Rollins, right side. 3-point try, no good. In and out. Big rebound by Father Ryan. And they call a jump ball as Jacob McCullough went high to get that one.
And here comes the second unit in for Father Ryan, and almost as many people for Ensworth. We're going to have Indian action, and this keeps conditioning from being a factor by frequent substitution.
And foul trouble a lot of times because players aren't in long enough really to get in much foul trouble. 1:06 to go first quarter. Ensworth 14, Father Ryan 11. It's been a good basketball game for the first 7 minutes. Now the Tigers out front with Justin Lloyd. Lloyd working the point, gets it to the left side. 3-point try is up and drained. Keyshawn Carter drills the 3, and Ensworth leads by 6. Now coming the other way, the Irish. Upliger working out front. Father Ryan Working around the perimeter, a lot of backdoor cuts, a lot of on-ball screens for the Fighting Irish. Little 8-footer up off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Nathan Watkins. He's been quiet offensively. He's an excellent three-point shooter. Ensworth takes it inside off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. That's Fleming. Fleming puts it up again and is fouled. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2, I do believe. See who the call goes against for the Fighting Irish. 2-5 is the guilty party. That's Zach Crone. And that's the first foul on Crone. At the line is Fleming for the Ensworth Tigers. First free throw up. Good. 18-11 Ensworth. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. As Watkins takes a seat for the Tigers. And back in is Jacob McCullough. Eyeing the mark is Andrew Fleming. Second free throw is up. Good. And now for Ensworth, Grant Pope makes his first appearance, a 6-foot junior. So Pope in for the Tigers along with McCullough and Justin Lloyd. Rico Watson also on the floor for Ensworth. Father Ryan trails by 8 with 15 seconds to play. And good pressure by the Ensworth Tiger defense, but Jamonte Graham comes across the timeline with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Graham wants to work. Graham tries to make a move. 3 seconds. Now 2 seconds. Graham spins at the top of the key. Shot no good as the first quarter has come to a close. We've played one. Ensworth leads Father Ryan 19-11. This is the Blue Cross Basketball Championship on the TSSAA network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
University as we begin the second quarter of this Division II AA Blue Cross basketball semifinal contest. Ensworth leads Father Ryan 19-11. The Fighting Irish in purple have the basketball at the top of the key. And Connolly has it out front. He's the biggest point guard in this tournament, no doubt. And Connolly drives into the paint. Little 6-footer good. Cuts the lead to 6. Bowers for Ensworth wants to go inside. But he can't get it down low there to Carter. And we'll get a whistle on the floor. It's going to go against Ensworth. They turn it over.
Sometimes they use the post player, if he's a pretty good ball handler, to relieve pressure, because a lot of your post defenders can't go full court.
And that's certainly the case as Connolly, again, bringing the ball across half court for the Fighting Irish. Connolly gets it back over to the right side to Phillips. Jacob Phillips back to Connolly. Connolly drives baseline, now kicks it out. Hopes for a 3. Three-point shot is up, and the three-point shot is drained. Sean Rollins.
Yeah, good recovery by.
Great pass, by Connolly on the baseline. He almost got bumped out of bounds. Now inside, Carter shot up good, and he's fouled. Chance for a three-point play for Keyshawn Carter. Keyshawn Carter makes the strong move underneath. Scores, I think. Haven't put the basket up, but they count it, so it's going to be 21-16, 5-point lead for Ensworth. Carter hopes to make it 6. They did count that basket. Yeah, there we go. 21-16 Tigers as the neatness police take care of business here. And Keyshawn Carter drains the 3, completes the three-point play, or drains the free throw, completes the three-point play. And Ensworth's lead is now again 6 as Connolly works across the timeline for Jamonte Graham. Pass stolen away by Carter, and Carter gets it to Corn Elder. Elder wants to make a move. He's just playing a little quick right now. is Corn Elder. Watkins, three-point try, no. Rebound pulled down by Father Ryan. That's Patrick Stevens. Jamonte Graham, long pass, almost lost by or saved by Rollins, but Ensworth comes away with it. Elder, layup good. Corn Elder, good job avoiding the contact and connecting on the layup. Father Ryan quickly the other way. Layup is good by Jacob Phillips. And it's 24-18 Ensworth with 6:15 to go in the first half. Elder to Watkins. Watkins over on the right side. Now they go inside to Carter. Keyshawn, turnaround, 6-footer, no good. Rebound ripped down by Patrick Stevens. Stevens gets it to Graham. Jamonte Graham on the right side against man-to-man defense by Ensworth. And this has been a fast-paced contest as Father Ryan drives into the paint. Shot up good by Stevens. Scores for the Irish. It's a 4-point game under 6 minutes to play in the half. Watkins, three-point try, no good. Rebound, Father Ryan. They're winning on the boards are the Irish. Rollins got that one. And Jamonte Graham will pull up. Long three-point attempt, no good. Good box out there by Carter. They're going to get Father Ryan for the foul, I believe, and that will go, I think, against Patrick Stevens. We'll see what the call is. 4-0, yeah. Stevens commits the foul for the Irish. That is his first personal foul. 5 team fouls against Father Ryan as Ensworth leads at 24-20 with 5:30 to go here in the first half. Good basketball game here on the TSSAA Network. We appreciate you joining us here from Allen Arena in Nashville. Ensworth in the white, Father Ryan in the purple, as Ensworth tries to work it inside off the foot.
Got a kick ball.
So the kick ball will keep possession in the hands of the Ensworth Tigers as Andrew Bowers working on the point, and it will be thrown in there by Andrew Fleming, a 6'4" freshman guard for the Tigers. Fleming gets it in to DeAndre Furby. Furby wants to work in the paint, now to Bowers. Bowers kicks it back out front to the freshman. This is Fleming. Fleming, three-point try, give it to him. A contested three-pointer by Fleming. Excellent shot by the freshman, and Ensworth has extended the lead to 7. Father Ryan's got to hurry to get the basketball in as the count begins against full court pressure. They do get it in, and this is Brett Upliger. Upliger working against Rico Watson. Upliger crosses the timeline, wants to go inside, looking for Conley. He's guarded well, and now Conley goes baseline. That's not Conley. That's actually Stevens. Stevens has his shot blocked away, and Bowers will come the other way for Ensworth. The Tigers, Bowers works right side. Three-point try up, no good. Rebound battled for, and again, Father Ryan comes down with it. Phillips gets the rebound, and Phillips is bumped, and Father Ryan will retain possession. I think the referees are going to have a conference. Going to decide who the ball goes to. 4:25 to go in the first half. 27-20 Ensworth. And Father Ryan will not have possession as Ensworth will have the basketball. DeAndre Furby to throw it in. Again, Fleming on the floor, Elder, Bowers, and Watson for the Ensworth Tigers. And now Fleming's going to be the inbounds man. Gets it to Andrew Bowers. Fleming, left side, looks inside. Now Fleming wants to work in the paint. Kicks it in the corner to Elder. Elder gets it to Watson. Watson drives inside. Little floater off the glass. Good. It'll count and one. Great move by Rico Watson. And a chance for the three-point play. The quickness of Ensworth, coach, off the dribble. Father Ryan having a tough time with it.
They are about a step and a half quicker, and help getting there a little late. And you got to do the little bitty things, especially with a team as quick as Ensworth is.
So going to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play is Rico Watson. Watson's free throw is up and good. As more substitutions come in, as Watkins back on the floor for the Tigers. 30-20 Ensworth. Defending state champions are the Ensworth Tigers. Father Ryan's got to get it in, and they do. Finally get it to Phillips. And Phillips back out front, Jamonte Graham being guarded by Bowers. Ensworth's done an excellent job defensively on Graham as he threw it away. Little no-look pass, goes out of bounds, turnover for the Irish, and 30-second timeout for Ensworth. We'll take it. 4 minutes to go in the half. Ensworth 30, Father Ryan 20. This is the Blue Cross Basketball Championship on the TSSAA Network. Minutes to go in the first half. Joe Holloway and Scott Chastain here from Allen Arena. It's the TSSAA Blue Cross Basketball Championship. Semifinal, Division II AA. Ensworth leading Father Ryan 30-20. I said that was an Ensworth timeout. It was a Father Ryan timeout. Cornelder with the ball out front to Furby. DeAndre Furby, top of the key, back to Elder. Elder getting some motion going. Now Bowers back to Elder. And this is Andrew Fleming, the freshman. Watkins, left side, no good. In and out, rebound, pulled down by Rollins. Watkins has not gotten going this afternoon. His ball almost stolen away by Fleming. Couldn't quite hold on to it. And the Fighting Irish retain possession. It'll be Connolly to throw it in. As back in for Ensworth is big Keyshawn Carter, number 34, for the Ensworth Tigers. Been a force in this first half, and the ball stolen away by the Tigers. They come the other way quickly in the paint. Thought about kicking it out, shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Father Ryan, and that is Trevor Graham with that rebound, and he draws the foul.
Right now, Father Ryan turning, but they've got 10 turnovers, and that's a few too many. Pace is, it's frenetic, to say the least.
Yeah, and that's in favor of Ensworth, as Keyshawn Carter picked up that foul for Ensworth, and that's his first personal foul. Jamonte Graham across the line for the Fighting Irish of Father Ryan. Appreciate you tuning in, whether you're watching on TSSAA-network.com or listening on sparksports.com. Glad to have you along here. Spinning inside is Jamonte Graham, about a 10-footer, no good off the glass. He gets his own rebound, but a jump ball is called, and possession will go to Ensworth. So Graham, he's not gotten untracked tonight, Coach.
No, he hasn't, but you know what? Look for him to have a big second half. They'll go in, regather his thoughts. Coach will talk to him and the whole team, and they've got to keep this lead, though, under double digits. This 10-point lead, not what Father Ryan needs.
Yeah, and I'm sure, Ensworth's game plan is to shut down Jamonte Graham. That's a no-brainer. Andrew Bowers for the Tigers out front, directing traffic. Now gets it in the corner to Watkins. Watkins goes baseline, reverse layup, good, and he's fouled. Chance for the three-point play as Sean Rollins got a piece of Watkins, and you saw a little bit of what Michael Watkins can do. He's just an outstanding offensive player, 6'5" senior. He was great here last year, had the fortune of calling both of Ensworth's games here last year, and Watkins was a big part of that team and a big part of this one, as we've got some discussion going on now. 17 fouls for Father Ryan, 5 for Ensworth, with the Tigers leading the Irish by 12, 2:47 to go in the first half.
And, of course, Watkins, the senior, has the experience, the knowledge, and is a very smooth player.
6'5", can handle it well, shoot the three, and as you saw right there, drive into the paint and shoot free throws as Watkins completes the three-point play, and Ensworth has extended this lead 33-20. We were tied at 7, and since then Ensworth has been in control. Their lead has not always been this large, but they've sort of been in control of the tempo. As again, Griffin Connolly brings it across the half-court line, gets it to Jamonte Graham. Graham now being guarded out there by Estes for the Tigers, and Graham kicks it left side. Rollins, three-point try from the corner, missed everything, but the rebound pulled down by Phillips. Phillips drives in baseline. No, he walked before he got the shot off. Almost drew the foul, but turned it over, and the turnovers continue for the Fighting Irish.
And that time it looked like he was doing the triple jump with the hop, skip, and jump. He wanted to take it to the hole, and that's what they've got to do to get back in this ball game.
You can hop and skip, but you can't jump.
That's
the third one will get you every time. Watkins to the left side. Three-point try from the wing, no good. Rebound battled for down low, and they're going to get it over the back against Griffin Conley. That's a tough call, Coach, because he's 6 inches taller than the guy he's battling with. That's a tough call for a big man.
It really is. And had there not been contact, a lot of people don't realize you can go over the back as long as you don't make contact.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a foul till you gain an advantage.
So the fortunate one in that sequence is Justin Lloyd, 6-foot junior, will go to the free throw line and shoot 1 and 1, and the one is no good. Rebound pulled down there by Trevor Graham for the Fighting Irish. The lead stands at 13 with 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Ensworth leading Father Ryan. Father Ryan wants to go to Conley. He's got a 6-footer off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Ensworth. Elder the other way. Korn pulls up for 3. No, he's not gotten untracked tonight either. Both superstars, if you will, have been pretty quiet. Jamonte Graham feeds it inside, shot up blocked, but the foul is going to be called against Ensworth. Got to watch it down there, son. Can't talk back to the officials in high school basketball. Going to the free throw line will be Trevor Graham for the Fighting Irish as the foul goes against Justin Lloyd, and that's Lloyd's second. 16 fouls against Ensworth. So Graham's free throw is up, no good.
Scott, when you're the star, you got a big bullseye on you, and both stars are getting a lot of attention from the other team's defense.
Absolutely, and much like JP2 in our girls semifinal game, Coach, Father Ryan's got to hit free throws. They cannot leave those points as the second one goes in for Trevor Graham. It's a 12-point game with 95 seconds to play in the half. Quickly, 15-footer from the left side by Fleming is no good. Rebound Father Ryan. Here's Graham. Jamonte Graham, beautiful eye fake. Shot up, no good. Battled for down low. Ensworth comes away with it. It's Watkins. Watkins to Elder. Elder on the right side thought about a 3. Now cross-court pass for Estes. Estes, three-pointer, misses everything. And the battle for the rebound is lost by Ensworth. And Father Ryan will come out with it. Three-point shooting has been atrocious for Ensworth. They've missed everything multiple times. Elder missed everything on one. Watson missed everything. Watkins, and that time Estes. So at least 4 3-pointers, not even hit glass for Ensworth. They just need to take it inside.
Unofficially 21% from the three-point line.
That sounds like what I've seen. 33-21 Ensworth. Now Father Ryan inside. Father Ryan wants to shoot from 15 feet. This is Conley, shot no good. Rebound Ensworth. This is Corn Elder. Elder pulls up from 15 feet away, now passes it off. He's stuck, so gets it back out front. Estes, three-point try up, no good. Tip by Fleming, no good, but a foul is called. And looks like they'll go the other way. As foul called on the rebound. I think it went against Fleming, yes. Fleming picks up the foul, his first personal foul. So now Father Ryan will shoot the 1 and 1 for the remainder of this half, which is 41.7 seconds.
Be interesting to see if Ensworth keeps up the fast pace, or if once they get it back after these free throws, if they slow it down for the last shot, Scott.
I don't know if they can keep a possession for 40 seconds, Coach. We'll see.
Knowing Ricky Bowers, they have practiced it. They don't use it very often, but they practiced it.
Conley set to attempt the free toss. 1 and 1 shot, no good. Leaving more points on the floor is Father Ryan as the ball goes out of bounds. One official had a lot of sort of meetings between officials.
But that's good. I'd rather see them work it out than us miss one. And the substitutes got up to the table too late to get in.
Yeah, got to get the call right, and that's the way you do it. Ensworth with a basketball, leading by a dozen with 35 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we will have our interview with the Governor's Highway Safety Office. Coach Joe Holloway will have the honors. I'll make my way upstairs quickly. 20 seconds to go, and Coach, you called it. Ensworth's going to play for the last shot. They do a 40-second possession very well. With a player like Corn Elder, they can probably do just about anything. Elder directing traffic, a lot of eye fakes going on. He's just going to take it 1-on-1, 1-on-5, shot good. Corn Elder, shake and bake. Long three-point try is no good as the first half has come to a close. We've played 16 minutes here in this Division II Boys AA semifinal, and our score at the half, the Ensworth Tigers 35 the Father Ryan Fighting Irish 21. We'll be back with a little bit of halftime activity for you as you're listening to the Blue Cross Basketball Championships on the TSSAA network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
Yes, I do use my seatbelt every time I get in the car. For me, it's automatic. I mean, it takes 2 seconds to buckle up, and I feel like I'm not wearing clothes if my seatbelt is not buckled. So it drives me crazy when people don't buckle, and that is still a big problem in Tennessee.
And Kim, people have all kinds of excuses. I'm uncomfortable, I'm wearing a suit, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But you can also wear the suit, I hate to say it in these terms, in a casket too.
Absolutely, that's what you will be wearing. I mean, it's unbelievable to me the excuses that you get. Unfortunately, our primary seatbelt law is not stiff enough. It's a $10 fine, so I've had people tell me I'll just pay the fine and not wear my seatbelt because they refuse to wear their seatbelt.
It's interesting. I mean, and maybe I would do the same thing, but I guess I'm a Scrooge. I hate to lose my $10. It's cheaper to wear the seatbelt.
I'm a Scrooge too.
And it's wonderful. Folks, there's all kinds of programs, and Kim, we need to dispel some of the myths. We did some of that yesterday, but again, a lot of people say, oh, the governor's program is just for high schools. Well, that's not true.
No, it's not. We are trying to reach every demographic. I mean, we do CPS, child passenger seats. So we have across the state fitting stations for the child passengers. So we're going from the young to the elderly, who are right now, the main problem they're having is not necessarily alcohol, but prescription drugs have come into the mix. So that's affecting their driving and affecting their skills. The youth, we have them who are testing things, so they want to make sure that they can go out and try whatever they need to try. Alcohol is one of them because it looks so cool for some reason, to use the alcohol. That's where the parents come in. The parents need to be a really good example and show them, either by not drinking or by making sure that they understand what responsible drinking is.
You know, driving a car is a great responsibility. And if you drink and drive, you take drugs and drive, what you've got is about a 2,500-pound weapon going up and down the highways.
That's exactly what a weapon that can inflict self-induced fatality, or it can kill somebody else. And I don't think they realize how serious it is. We talked about the cars, how they're trying to make everything easier by giving you the GPS installed, and then we have the CD players, and we have the DVD players, and then they have their phones, so we're talking, texting, changing CDs, changing DVDs, everything except for driving.
You know what I'd like to have instead of all those things you just mentioned? I would like to have the camera on my car for when I back up. I am so horrified I'm going to back over, not just a child, but an adult. And I've heard of adults even getting backed over because sometimes you can't see them.
Well,
wouldn't that be a better thing than to have all the other bells and whistles?
Well, I mean, they have those now. So, and I saw it on the news the other night. For the legislature, they may require cars to have those.
That would be great because it's not mandatory now. I wanted one on my Pathfinder, but they said at that time they were not standard equipment on the Pathfinder, and the particular one I wanted, they said they couldn't put it on there. They can now. This year's model came out with them, and they're a great thing. Kim, the message, we've talked about parts of the message, but what is the total message that the governor's office wants to convey to everybody in Tennessee?
We are trying through this program to educate, and that's the primary responsibility for us in this venue. So being proactive in this case is more important than being reactive. If we can prevent the crash, prevent the fatality before the family has to realize it, then we're doing our job. And our partners across the state, we can't do this without the law enforcement agencies. We work really closely with the police departments and the sheriff's offices because they're the ones that are out there, they're visible, they're taking care of enforcing the laws, and they are really a benefit. And then with TSSAA, we have Stephen Bargatze, who is a world-class magician. He goes into all the high schools across the state and gives the booze it and lose it message for us. So he's reaching a lot of people. So I feel like the education part is a really important part of this, prevention.
Chris Harris and I sometimes do this on our sports show. If you could say just one sentence to the sports fans out here, what would it be?
I've never been one that can just say one sentence.
That's a good one. That makes
that driving is a huge responsibility, and we don't need to take anything for granted when we're behind the wheel.
It is. It's a huge responsibility. And I want to say this. I want people to encourage the state government and the legislature to give more money to this because we need to not only get the message out, we need to enforce it.
Definitely. And I mean, if you want to go just to a cost basis, the cost involved in the crashes is an incredible expense. So if you want to just not even talk about the lives and we want to talk about money, we're losing a lot of money through the crashes. I mean, I hate to say that, and I don't want it to be a numbers game, but right now, whatever it takes to get people serious about this and prevent these crashes is what we need to do.
Kim, we appreciate you being here as always. I look forward to seeing you, and next week we'll talk more about it. And folks, you want to listen, don't leave the halftime. Listen to Kim. She's always got something new and something good to tell you.
I do my best.
She does.
Thank
you. Remember the Governor's Highway Safety Program. And we're listening to Blue Cross Basketball Championship. Let's take a 30-second timeout, on the TSSAA network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
Patrick Stevens, 2. Very quickly for Ensworth, Keshawn Carter, 10 points. Andrew Bowers, 3. Corn Elder, 8. Nathan Watkins, 3. William Downey, 3. Rico Watson, 3. And Andrew Fleming, 5. And look at the turnover difference. If you look at there they are. There's our stats up there. And it tells the tale.
Rebounding's pretty close. Free throws, Ensworth gotten quite a bit more opportunities. The Tigers lead the Fighting Irish by 14 as we begin the second half. Again, Ensworth, the defending state champion. And on the other side is Father Ryan, who most people would say, how did they get here? Well, it was a long road, but the Fighting Irish are here, and they've got 16 minutes to outscore Ensworth and win a state championship, and their first possession goes out of bounds, but the Irish maintain possession.
Well, they beat some good ball clubs. Brentwood Academy and Christian Brothers was one of the best teams in West Tennessee.
Absolutely. Yeah, CBHS always bringing good basketball teams. No, Father Ryan has it underneath their own basket, just underway here in the third quarter as Conley tries to get it in. Now back out front, gets it to Phillips. Phillips back in the corner. Conley wants to drive. Ball slapped out of bounds, and the foul is going to be called on DeAndre Furby of the Ensworth Tigers as Furby gets the start here in the second half. And for Furby, that is his first team foul, obviously, as we're just underway. A little later than expected, but we did have a delay earlier today of about 45 minutes. Going to the free throw line for Father Ryan is Griffin Conley. Conley's first toss nestles through on the kind rim, and Father Ryan gets on the scoreboard here in the second half.
Well, he's now 1 for 2. He had missed his first one early, and they had only shot 3 free throws in the first half.
And I think 2 of those were front end of 1-and-1. So Father Ryan got to do a better job at the free throw line in the second half. Conley gets that started by making a pair. Cornelder for the Irish to Watkins. Right side Bowers. Bowers. Top of the key now for Ensworth is Watkins. Watkins thought about a 3, and we're going to get a block against Ensworth. Offensive foul. Well, let's see here. Yeah, the offensive foul, the illegal screen goes against William Downey. I thought I saw it, but wasn't sure who they were going to give the ball to. It's Father Ryan's basketball on the foul by Downey. And the Irish in backcourt against modest pressure, not really intense, just modest, put on there by Downey and Watkins. Watkins guarding Conley at the top of the key. Conley kicks it. Left side, three-point try, give it to him, and the foul. A chance for the 4-point play for the Father Ryan Fighting Irish is Sean Rollins. Rollins just nailed the 3, and the beneficiary of the foul against Furby.
And I guarantee they'll substitute after that. Coach Bauer's not happy. That's a foul you don't need.
Well, a 14-point lead has become an 8-point lead quickly. So Ensworth now leading by 8 with 7:20 to go as Watkins will take a seat, and Furby will throw it in to Elder for the Ensworth Tigers. Bowers, Carter also in for Ensworth, and on the right wing is Downey. This is Bowers out front to Corn Elder. Elder has got to get more involved in the offense here in the second half. Elder shakes, bakes, up off the glass, no good. Rebound battled for, controlled by Ensworth, put back, no good. But he draws the foul, and going to the free throw line is DeAndre Furby.
And 2 things defensively broke down. Father Ryan, the help on Corn Elder was not good. They kind of flagged at it, and then there were no blockouts.
Second foul against Sean Rollins, and Furby's free throw is no good. So, sort of like they start the game. Teams tend to start the third quarter, I think, a little nervous again. It takes a couple of minutes to settle down. Furby will try to connect on his second toss. Way short. It's called short arming it. Think about it way too much. As Furby's going to take a seat now as he gets the now stale air ball chant from the Father Ryan crowd as the Fighting Irish prepare to throw it in, trailing by 8 with a chance to cut it to as few as 5. Jamonte Graham takes the lead pass. Graham goes to the rack and sinks it. And the lead is 6 points for Ensworth as Elder comes the other way. That's the Jamonte Graham we expected to see more of today as he got loose. And now passing inside to Bowers, back out to Carter. Great passing by Ensworth, but they can't connect on the basket, and Conley pulls it away. Quickly to Graham. Graham kicks it left side, thought about a three. Now driving into the paint is Rollins. He lost it. Stolen away by Bowers. Bowers the other way, and Ensworth will slow it down a little. Kick it in the corner. Three-point try up. Three-point try no good. Rebound pulled down by Rollins. Rollins comes the other way, bobbled it, and now there's a scramble, and Jamonte Graham comes away with it. Graham being guarded by Elder. Graham with a spin move. That was a great spin move. Conley tries to feed it inside. Stolen away by Elder. Elder the other way against two players is fouled by Jamonte Graham, I believe.
And you can't run beside people. You got to sprint. You got to get ahead of them, Scott, and get there and either take a charge or at least deter their path. But you reach in like that, instant foul.
Going to get it called every time, and it is called against, for Father Ryan, it's called against Jacob Phillips, and that's his second. Ensworth pass inside, shot good. Nobody on Andrew Fleming there as Father Ryan kind of went to sleep on that inbounds pass. It's back to 37-29 Tigers, as Rollins will bring it the other way for the Irish. Now hands it off to Conley, and Conley's coach says we need a timeout. 5:47 to go, third quarter. Ensworth 37, Father Ryan 29. This is the Blue Cross Basketball Championship on the TSSAA Network. .47 to go in the third quarter. Ensworth leads Father Ryan 37-29. Along with Coach Joe Holloway, I'm Scott Chastain. Pleased to have you with us in this Division II AA semifinal contest. The winner will play for a state championship tomorrow against Briarcrest. Father Ryan, right side, shot up no good, rebound pulled down, Elder. Elder quickly the other way. Elder eyes Watson in the corner. Watson gets it, thought about a three. Now he will shoot the three, give it to him. Rico Watson, that was his plan all along. Good ball fake to get open for the shot. Jamonte Graham the other way. Graham up off the glass, good. 40-31, Ensworth leads by 9 with 5:10 to go here in the third quarter. Or Elder pulls up, three-point try, yes. Elder, back-to-back three-pointers for Ensworth, has extended the lead back to a dozen, and Graham turned it over.
Got the dribble a little high. Going back to Elder's shot, if you saw the form on the thing, he went straight up. He had balance, eye, elbow, follow through. Some people call it the beef method.
Really squared up well, the beef method.
Yes, beef.
Explain that.
Balance, eye, elbow, follow through.
Like it. The beef method. Coach, you're filling me full of knowledge today. I'll forget it all by the time I get home.
Just drive careful.
Elder at the top of the key, wants to drive into the paint, now pulls it back outside to Fleming. Fleming works. Fleming, back step, three-point try, no good. Rebound pulled down by Father Ryan. That's Stevens with a rebound. Left side, this is Stevens. Stevens works in the paint, shot up good. Great move down low by Patrick Stevens, a 6'3" junior for the Irish. The lead is 10. Watson from the left side, three-pointer no good. Rebound pulled down. Stevens having a big impact here in the middle of the third quarter. Watson gets it over to the left side to Phillips. Phillips lost it off his leg. That's an unforced error by the Father Ryan offense. Now Bowers, three-point try, Watkins. He got nothing. Ball slapped out of bounds. Ensworth will retain possession. That was Fleming on the three-point attempt, as Watkins now comes back in the game for Ensworth. He wears number 24. Also in is Lloyd and Furby.
Those are pace cause turnovers. You take your eye off what you're doing and you lose feel of the ball. Same thing happened on the rebound. They got in a hurry to get out of there. Forgot something, the basketball.
Got to take care of it. Bowers in the corner, inside Furby, now back outside. Ensworth will go with Elder. Elder kicks it to Bowers. Bowers looking inside, but there's nobody there. Justin Lloyd also in on the in the backcourt as Corn Elder pulls up for a three-point try. No good. There's a foul on the play. I don't think Elder was fouled.
Oh, it'll be on a screen that was being set.
So the offensive foul, I think, is going to go. Let's see. It's going to be Furby. Yeah, DeAndre Furby picks it up, and that is Furby's third foul, the fourth personal team foul against the Ensworth Tigers. Furby with the only player with 3 in this basketball game. Father Ryan comes the other way. The Irish down by 10, but still in it halfway through the third quarter. They get it out front to Sean Rollins. Rollins kicks it over to the right wing. Now back out front goes Eppliger. Eppliger works against Corn Elder, and that is a dangerous task. And sure enough, it's thrown away thanks in part to the pressure from Elder.
And when you are forced to reverse pivot like that, that gives a defender that has retreated time to recover and jump into that passing lane. As quick as some of the Ensworth defenders are, you can't afford to do that.
And the quickest wears number 23 as he takes a seat, maybe for the first time tonight, does Corn Elder. So Ensworth will have Bowers on the floor. Also have Fleming at the top of the key. Fleming will get it to William Downey. Back to Bowers. Bowers looks to the left. This is Justin Lloyd. Lloyd says, let's run the play, fellas. So gets it back to Downey. Now, three-point try by Fleming up. Good. Ensworth connecting on their threes here in the third quarter has extended the lead once again to 13 points. Jamonte Graham the other way. Jamonte Graham scores. Will it count? Let's see. I think so. That's a little NBA continuation there.
Well, they're pointing on the floor. They're pointing to the floor, though, Scott.
So it's not going to count. That's the right call, as Graham, well before he went into his shooting motion, got fouled. And the foul is going to go against Justin Lloyd, and that'll be Lloyd's third for the Tigers. Father Ryan, top of the key to the corner. 15-footer, left side, good. Nice motion by Zach Crone, and Crone scores for the Irish. The lead is 11 with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Fleming out front for Ensworth. Winner will play for a state title tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Andrew Bowers, Fleming, top of the key, thought about a long three, now drives into the paint, kicks it to Estes. Now Estes to Downey, back to Estes. Three-point try up, no good. Rebound, battled for, pulled down by Bowers, and Bowers is fouled over the top by Crone.
And there was some real action between Crone and Bowers down there, and fans that are watching on the internet need to check down inside either for post play and rebounding play, and you'll see some interesting things.
Yeah, and of course the Ensworth crowd right there on one end, the Father Ryan crowd on the other end. So the officials have a lot of help underneath the basket.
Well, you know, in this arena there's an official in every seat, and the rest of the seats have coaches in them.
Yeah, Elder to throw it in for the Ensworth Tigers. Watkins also back in. Corn feeds it down low to Carter. Give it to him. Keyshawn Carter. Excellent ball movement by the Ensworth Tigers, and the lead is 13. Graham, left side for Father Ryan is Upliger. Upliger gets it back out front to Connolly. Connolly working. Now he picks up his dribble, and it's slapped away by Keyshawn Carter, and Elder has it. It's Elder on Graham. Elder layup good. Jamonte Graham provided no defense, and Corn Elder got the easy layup. And now Father Ryan gets the long pass down court. Good. Jacob McCullough, or correct that, Jacob Phillips was the man on the spot for the Fighting Irish. Corn Elder to Watkins. Downey back to Elder. They're just passing it around to Estes. Now they want to work it inside to Keyshawn Carter. Carter up off the glass, no good. Pulled down Graham. Graham bumped a little bit, but retains possession. A man goes down, and flying into the paint for Father Ryan is Sean Rollins, and now coming away with it is Elder. That's Carter who was down. Looks okay. Elder in against two defenders. Little floater, good. Cornelius Elder scores for the Tigers. It's 52-37. Biggest lead of the day, 15 points for Ensworth with a minute to play in the third quarter. Father Ryan with Jamonte Graham. He has really not produced offensively, and that's why, because there's three defenders on him every time he gets the ball, and that's good, smart defense, though, as Jamonte Graham will go to the free throw line.
Well, the help and recovery for Ensworth has been outstanding most of the time, and there's been a lot of, and sometimes they do a good job of helping the helper, and that's important in basketball. Just help is not good enough.
Cornelder picks up his second personal foul. 16 fouls against Ensworth. So Father Ryan will be in the bonus the rest of the way. As Ensworth makes wholesale substitutions here with 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. Graham sank the first one. He'll get a second. Again, Father Ryan would do themselves well to try to get this lead into single digits by the end of the quarter, if they get a chance. Ensworth showed, though, they can play for the last shot. Don't know if they will this time or not, but they can, as Andrew Bowers runs the point for the Ensworth Tigers. Bowers to Furby. And now this is Fleming. Fleming works on the left side, double team trap, and Fleming is fouled.
Good defense, but you don't want to bail a man out, and you don't have to reach in, try to maintain good position, get your trap set.
That was Jacob Phillips with the personal foul, his third. And that should be 5 team fouls on the Fighting Irish, as Cornelder set to come back in for Ensworth. When he gets a rest, Coach, it's a short one. As Bowers works on the right side, and Fleming. Bowers going to play a little keep away here. Ensworth just want to milk the clock. Very smart basketball here by the Ensworth Tigers. Got a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Milk it for all you can get. Rico Watson with the basketball for Ensworth. Father Ryan choosing not to trap. They're aggressive man-to-man, but no trap. Conley comes up on Fleming, and now Fleming is fouled by Zach Crone. Far, far from the basket. I'm not sure that was exactly what Father Ryan head coach Doug Bontrager was looking for.
No, he wanted him when turning back, but you don't go body up to him. You get there and you form like a little V between the feet of the two trapping people. And that time it looked like a bumper car going into him.
And the bump picks up the foul. So Ensworth will have it with Cornelder. 10 seconds to go, third quarter. Elder, Mr. Basketball finalist, defending state champ. Defending Mr. Basketball, spins, works, shoots, no good, but Corn's going to the line.
And you have to protect the airborne shooter, and is quick, and the young man had him in a position to box him out. You didn't have to get him then until he hits the floor and then make your contact.
Easy to see from here, isn't it,
Coach?
Coach?
It's real easy. Out there, those guys are giving it all they got, and they're trying to do what they think is the best and the right thing.
Uplegger picks up the personal foul, his first. Both teams have 16 fouls as Cornelder sinks the first. And substitutions in for Ensworth, including Grant Pope. Watkins is in. Rico Watson is in. That's Elder's second free throw is no good. Rebound by Ensworth, put back up, no good, as the third quarter comes to a close. We've got 8 minutes to go. Ensworth 53, Father Ryan 39. This is the Blue Cross Basketball Championships on the TSSAA Network.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
Committed 17 turnovers through 3 quarters. Ensworth only 6. Ensworth scored 19 points off those turnovers. Father Ryan only 9. That is a big difference in this basketball game. Just underway, fourth quarter. Ensworth leads Father Ryan 53-39. The Tigers trying to play for their second straight state title. Andrew Bowers being pressured by Jamonte Graham, but gets it to Cornelder. Pass goes inside. Keyshawn Carter shot up, no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line and shoot 2.
And he got his head and shoulders past the defender, and the defender got no help side, and you're better off just doing the 7-11 stick up with your hands straight up in the air then.
Very impressed today by Keyshawn Carter. He started strong, and he's still playing strong. The foul goes against Trevor Graham for Father Ryan. That's his second free throw, as both teams in the 1-and-1. And Ensworth's Keyshawn Carter will get his second free toss. Biggest lead of the game has been 15 until now. Ensworth leads by 16 with 7:44 to go.
Carter 5 for 5 from the free throw line and has 14 points on the night.
Full court pressure applied by the Tigers as Father Ryan throws it in and gets it in successfully as Griffin Conley crosses the half-court stripe for the Irish. Conley works into the paint, now passes it off to Stevens. Stevens shot up no good, but he draws the foul, I think, against Keyshawn Carter.
That time Keyshawn's body, he was saying, but I was holding up, but you were giving him the body a little bit, and you're going to get that. It's a nice move.
Yeah, it's not always about the hands, and that's where fans always come into play because they're looking at the hands. Third personal foul against Keyshawn Carter as Patrick Stevens' first free throw tickles the twine.
He's now got 5 points, and he's 1 for 1.
And the second one tickles the twine, but unfortunately, it's on the outside of the rim. So here comes the air ball chant, and the lead is 15.
Well, his left hand interfered with that one a little bit, and you saw how much backspin when it hit like that, and that causes the ball not to take off. His legs were a little tight, and here I am coaching free throw shooting. You can tell you can't get the coach out of me sometimes.
That's why they call you Coach Ensworth.
At least my name's not Dick Vitale, though.
Hey, baby! 15 is the lead for Ensworth, 7:25 to go. Corn Elder gets it down low to Keyshawn Carter. Carter shot up, no good, tip, no good, tip, no good, tip, no good. A lot of rebounds on the stat sheet, and Carter comes away with it, then has it slapped away, now dives on the floor and saves it, and they'll get a travel against Keyshawn Carter. But, Coach, great effort by Keyshawn Carter.
Oh, that's the extra effort that it takes, diving on the floor. Look at all the tips. And, you won't see that many tips in a volleyball game.
Yeah, he just added 4 rebounds to his stat right there. Father Ryan to throw it in, trailing by 15. The Irish need some big buckets pretty quick as this one begins to slip away. Conley out front. Conley drives all the way in and just lost it out of bounds.
I think it went off of a leg.
Yeah, they'll keep it with Father Ryan. And again, the Irish need to score as DeAndre Furby back in for Ensworth. The winner takes on Briarcrest tomorrow evening for the state championship. Should be a good one. Hope you'll join us. Joe and I will be back for that one as Jamonte Graham drives inside, no good. Tip back up good by Trevor Graham, and the lead is 13. Quickly, the other way comes Corn Elder to Furby. Furby works out front, wants to get it to Downey, but can't get Downey loose. Now Furby just takes it to the rack and scores, and that gentleman will have an opportunity for a 3-point play. Great move by Furby.
And Furby's 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight.
Picking up the foul for Father Ryan is Trevor Graham, and for Graham that's his third. So Furby will shoot 2. 1-and-1. First one's no good, but Furby gets the rebound. Great feed to Keyshawn Carter, and Carter scores the bucket. Excellent pass by Furby. That's the way to follow up a free throw with a rebound. 3-point try is no good. Slapped away by Elder, and they'll get Elder on the foul. And going to the line and shooting 2 for the Irish is Sean Rollins. Elder thought he got all ball, but every defender always thinks they get all ball.
Oh, I never committed a foul.
The biggest lead of this game is right now. Ensworth leads by 17 points with 6:30 to go, and now it's 16 as Rollins connects from the free throw line. Great run by this Father Ryan team, Coach. We don't want to let this one get away without a bunch of superlatives for the state tournament run that this Father Ryan team's made.
If you got to the state tournament, you did good. These kids, after that 11 loss and 12 game run, could have folded the camp and waited for next year.
Especially going up against a 20-win Christian Brothers team in Memphis and pulling that win out. Very impressive. 15 points is the lead, 6:20 to go as Corn Elder, Mr. Basketball finalists. By the way, our Mr. Basketball and Miss Basketballs will be named tomorrow after each state championship game. So join us here. Stolen away, Corn Elder, layup good. Elder shows the quickness that makes SEC schools salivate for that young man. Quickly, the other way comes Conley for Father Ryan. Big man has handled the ball an awful lot for the Irish as it's slapped out of bounds by Ensworth, and Father Ryan will maintain possession. Just under 6 minutes to play here at Allen Arena at David Lipscomb University.
And it looks like Corn Elder's going to take a little rest, may rest the rest of the game if it doesn't get any closer.
Yeah, they've got one tomorrow. So Carter and Elder both take a seat. Jamonte Graham has his shot blocked away. No good. Rebound, no good. And third time good by Jamonte Graham. Great effort by Graham.
His tenacity's what made that point.
Ensworth, beautiful pass inside, slapped away, but the foul is called on Furby as Furby made his move to the basket, and the pass from Fleming was there. But Father Ryan commits the foul, and it will be on. Foul is going to go against Nick Bontraga. Coach's son in the basketball game commits the foul, his first. And this will be Furby. First free throw, no good.
And Furby having a tough time at the line today. He's now 0 for 4, but he has hustled all over the place.
Free throw shooting, not really the strength of this Ensworth team as the technicians are setting up here. Remember, you can watch tomorrow's state championship games on your public broadcasting system throughout the state in all the major cities. Watch it live. Saw Mike Keith in here earlier scouting out the teams. He'll be on the call for a couple of games, always does. As the ball stolen away by Ensworth, put up there good by Fleming. And Ensworth now pulling away, leading by 18 with 5.5 to go. Jamonte Graham goes the other way. Shot up, no good. Tip, no good. Pulled down by Carter. Carter gets it to Fleming. Fleming looks cross court to Andrew Bowers, and Bowers kicks it back to Fleming, but it's stolen away by Jamonte Graham. Graham works on Watson, and then Watson commits the foul, and Jamonte Graham will go to the line.
And that time, if Watson had a saddle, he could have ridden Jamonte Graham. A little too close on the defense.
A little tight, especially with an 18-point lead. Got to let that clock run. You do not want it to stop. I suspect Coach Bowers will remind his team of that.
You just get down and play good foot-moving defense.
Let that clock run. If they score, they score. We're up 18. Time and space says they can't catch us if the clock keeps moving. Jamonte Graham eyes the mark. Good. Outstanding player for Father Ryan is Jamonte Graham. Scored 29 points and 32 points to lead his team to this improbable appearance at Allen Arena. And right now he tries to cut into the lead as he's got 13 points. Free throw is no good. Rebound pulled down by Michael Watkins. Watkins gives it to Fleming. Fleming will work the point now for Ensworth to Bowers. And Bowers to Watson. They're just playing a little keep away. Let the clock run. I like it. Timeout. Coach Bowers and Ensworth. 4:59 to go. Ensworth 64. Father Ryan 47. We'll take a 30-second break. This is the Blue Cross Basketball Championship on the team. .459 to go in this basketball game as Ensworth trying to put themselves in position to play for a second consecutive state title. And now the officials got to get everybody set. Ensworth to throw it in, leading by a margin of 64-47. 17-point lead for the Tigers as Fleming will have it at the top of the key. Rico Watson. Michael Watkins also in for Ensworth. They're just passing it around, working it down low. Shot up good by William Downey on a great feed from Michael Watkins. And the lead is 19 now for the Ensworth Tigers. And Coach, looks like Tim and Faith better open up their Saturday afternoon schedule. They're going to be here.
I think they better buy their ticket early.
Father Ryan with the basketball. Great feed inside. Shot up, rejected by Ensworth. But going to the line to shoot two will be Jacob Phillips, as Jake Estes made a great effort, but again, the body got him.
The body, and there was a hand on the back, too.
That'll do it.
That will do it.
You get hands and body, you're going to commit a foul. So going to the free throw line for the Father Ryan Fighting Irish is Jacob Phillips. Phillips shot up, good.
And that was Phillips' first free throw of the night.
Father Ryan for the ball game from the free throw line is 11 of 16. Ensworth 11 of 17. So that's about even. Rebounds are about even, Coach. You know, we've talked about it, but boy, it's just glaring. The turnovers have been the difference.
Oh, the turnovers are big, and the points off transition are big too.
So Ensworth with the basketball, leading by 17, and the quick foul committed by Father Ryan as Fleming will go to the line and Rollins commits the foul for the Irish. So you've sort of got to do that. You've got to try to extend the game, make the clock stop, hope that Ensworth misses some free throws, and then you've got to come back offensively, and frankly, you got to hit some three-pointers.
Yeah, it's three-point time now.
Fleming's free throw is up and good. Andrew Fleming, a 6'4" freshman, very impressed with his play today. As a freshman, he's a big part of this Ensworth team. You don't see a lot of freshmen who contribute this much to a championship caliber team.
Yeah, he's had 13 big points.
Fleming's second free throw is good. So the lead is back to 19 points with 4:20 to go here on a Friday night in Nashville. We'll be back beginning at 11 o'clock in the morning with the Division II Single A Girls Championship game. And then at 1 o'clock, the Single A Boys. At 3 o'clock, the Double A Girls. And at 5, the Double A Boys. Coach and I will be here for the second two as Jamonte Graham drills the three-pointer and Father Ryan calls a quick timeout. 68-52 is your score. This is the Blue Cross Basketball Championship on the TSSAA Network. Back to Allen Arena on the campus of Lipscomb University in Nashville, Tennessee. Along with Coach Joe Holloway, I'm Scott Chastain, and this is the Division II AA semifinal between Ensworth and Father Ryan, and Ensworth leads it 68-52.
And Scott, the Tennessee dairy farm families are proud to support high school athletics, and the TSSAA. Milk is a great source of protein, and chocolate milk is a great way to fuel up after exercise. So lift a glass, toast your local dairy farmer as you build strong and healthy bones and muscles. And don't forget that Rawlings is the official ball of the Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I'm going to have to get me some chocolate milk on the way home, Coach. I'm tasting it already. Corn Elder with the basketball for the Ensworth Tigers, leading by 16 points here. 4 minutes to play in this basketball game. Fleming, Elder wide open down low, layup good. Fleming saw it, Elder got open, and then a foul is called, and I think Corn is going to have an opportunity for a three-point play, and that foul came after the basket. But Elder will go to the free throw line and shoot one.
Both teams in the double bonus, and Elder, whose first half wasn't up to his standards, tell you what, he has played in the second half.
Remember watching him as a sophomore in the football championship game against Baylor. He was just dominant. Got hurt in last year's football championship game early. Didn't play much. Team still won as Conley connects for two, and it's 70-54 with 3:40 to go. Father Ryan's got to get frantic if they're going to make a comeback here in the late stages. Elder, you see how well he handles the ball. I think he could play guard in the SEC right now. Fleming drives down, tries to kick it over to Bowers. Goes out of bounds. Ensworth will retain possession.
You know, I agree with you. He could play either sport, and I wonder if we see, it's a rarity these days to see a football-basketball combination in a major conference.
And, you know, I think the last one, well, Arkansas's got a kid that's playing right now, but Jamie Graham at Vanderbilt played football and basketball at Vanderbilt, and I think it hurt him, Coach, because he really didn't excel at either one, as a foul is going to be called here. Play getting a little bit ragged with a 16-point difference. And Father Ryan is going to go to the free throw line. Sean Rollins will shoot it as the foul goes against William Downey for the Tigers. That'll be his second. So Rollins has been solid for Father Ryan as the free throw falls a little bit short. For Rollins, he's got, help me, Coach, 9 points in this basketball game.
Should have 10 now.
10 points and 8 rebounds. A good solid effort from Sean Rollins today for Father Ryan. Free throw is good. And we've got a substitution for the Irish as Zach Crone comes back in. 15-point lead, 3:20 to go. As we move on into Friday night. And appreciate you tuning in on the TSSAA network.com or the audio at sparksports.com. And we know there are radio stations throughout the state picking up the feed. We appreciate you as well. Ensworth with a basketball, protecting a 15-point lead. Just using clock with Keyshawn Carter and Andrew Bowers and Furby and Corn Elder. All handling the ball very well for Ensworth. Father Ryan perhaps has made the decision not to foul. Great feed by Elder, shot up good, and Carter picks up the basket and a chance for a three-point play. Keyshawn Carter has been outstanding the entire ball game. Once again on that play, showed great quickness and power, maintaining possession through the foul and scoring, and he'll have a chance for the three-point play. The foul goes against Sean Rollins, and that's his fourth.
And something people haven't noticed about Carter, who's 5 for 5 from the line, is how he moves without the basketball. He's done a good job of making himself available to help his teammates.
Yeah, I think he's been the player of this game for Ensworth. Such an impact early, and now late he's also having a significant impact. As the free throw is good, the lead is back to 18 points with 2:43 to go. Father Ryan, Ensworth still pressing, leading by 18 with 2:43 to go. As the pass intercepted, Rico Watson for the Tigers gets it to Elder. Another turnover for Father Ryan. That's just killed the Fighting Irish today. Ensworth very quick defensively, and Father Ryan just really could not contend with that, as the foul will go against Stevens on Keyshawn Carter.
Yeah, 20 turnovers to just 9, and that is a huge difference.
You know, and football, basketball, it's the same. The team that commits the most turnovers usually doesn't win.
That's right.
Just that simple.
Here's Carter. Let's see if he can keep this streak of 6 for 6 alive at the free throw line.
Keyshawn Carter jinxed by the coach.
I'm a bad guy for doing that. The young man should lean back just a little that time.
Missed them both.
Well,
Rebound,
see,
Father
where
Ryan.
the head was then, though? He leaned back just a little on both those free throws more than normal.
Coach, get with him in the motel tonight. You'll have him ready for tomorrow. He'll be back in good form. Shot no good. Rebound, Father Ryan put up no good, but a foul. And going to the line will be Patrick Stevens for the Fighting Irish, as their season is going to end. But, well, these kids are never going to forget their appearance in the state tournament after an 8-18 season. The students, you know, nobody expected this 2 weeks ago, Coach.
No, they didn't. And I'm going to tell you what they've done. Even when they've gotten behind at the margin they are right now, they are going to play it right down to the last second. And that's the way you do it.
And it is a young basketball team. In fact, there are no seniors. Right. I think you mentioned that on the front end of this broadcast, no seniors. So certainly the potential to return to this environment for the Fighting Irish, as both free throws are missed.
And I understand they have a very good JV team that will feed into this varsity team. I'm wondering where they're going to put all the players because everybody's back.
That's right. That's right. Ensworth has the basketball. Cornelder gets the inbounds pass from Michael Watkins. Jamonte Graham all over Cornelder. And Graham commits the foul. That, you know, you now get in that situation. Is it too late to be fouling? Who knows? That's every coach's call.
Now that's where some people call it search warrant defense, but you got to read them the rights before you use your hands like that.
You got the book out yet, Coach? You got to put a little book out of all these things so we can all have these. Start calling you up on Friday nights and give me a phrase, Coach. I'm lost.
Oh, you ought to hear me in football. Then I do sound like Dick Vitale.
The free throw is good by Cornelius Elder, and the lead is 19 points. That ties the biggest lead of the game for the Ensworth Tigers. As the second free throw is up and good. I'm really a little surprised he's still in.
It may not be in for long.
He's out. Yep. As DeAndre Furby and Cornelius Elder have done good work today. And the Ensworth Tigers are going to play for their second consecutive state championship and their third in the last 4 years. That approaches dynasty label right there. Long three-point try, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Watkins first thought about it, and now Bauer says, no, coach's son, usually a heady player. Let's slow it down, try to kill some clock. And beautiful pass inside to Michael Watkins, shot up good, and he's fouled. So Father Ryan climbs deeper into the hole by fouling on the made basket by Michael Watkins.
I like the way Watkins let the defensive player commit himself, and then he went up with it.
Little head fake there, brought the defensive player off the ground, and once they leave the ground, you got them. As Father Ryan sends Griffin Connolly and Jamonte Graham to the bench, and Coach, they've really put it all out there today, just not enough.
They really have.
Father Ryan quickly into the front court, driving into the paint, now kick it out for a three-point shot, no good. Rebound Watkins. We're going to get a foul inside against Patrick Stevens of the Fighting Irish as he pushed off trying to get a rebound. And Father Ryan going to get some fresh players in. Got to give these young players a chance to touch the floor here on the state tournament. I always like it when coaches do that. As Patrick Stevens gets a nice hand from the crowd. He had a good effort today.
Well, I see Brett Hunt has checked in, and also I believe that let's see, I do not have a 42. Free throw good by Watkins.
Watkins sinks the free throw as they're going so deep off the bench that we're losing the numbers. That's all right, though. We'll give you names when we can. I don't have a 42 either. So we're not going to be able to give you his, and we apologize.
Yeah. Patrick Williamson, number 24, 5'10", junior, just checked into the contest.
Oh, we got it, Coach. Slate Ryder. Slate Ryder is number 42 for Father Ryan. The Irish out front, trailing by 24 points. Three-point shot up, no good. Rebound inside, put back up, no good. Rebound battled for. And somebody's going to the free throw line with 81 seconds to play.
Probably be Jeff Bauer, a 5'11" sophomore.
The foul is going to go against Ensworth's Justin Lloyd. And it is going to the free throw line, Joseph Bauer. No relation to Jack. 81 seconds to play. Ensworth 79, Father Ryan 54 as the free throw is good by Bauer.
You got good reverse spin on there. A lot of times it'll stay up on the rim and fall in. Some people say shooter's touch.
So Faith and Tim have left the building. The lead or the victory is secure in hand. And the Ensworth school is going to get to play for 2 championships tomorrow. As is I've lost that train of thought. Rebound, Father Ryan. I was thinking Briarcrest. Is Briarcrest playing for 2 tomorrow as well, Coach?
Let's see. I got to check my schedule.
Play has gotten ragged. Announcing has gotten ragged. Ensworth cleans it up for me. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound battled for. And Father Ryan, everybody's still in there working hard. And we will get a charge call against Joseph Bauer. Coach, help me out.
We'll clean it up very quickly. At 5 p.m. tomorrow, it will be Briarcrest in Ensworth. And in the other Division A game. It'll be University School of Nashville versus Donaldson Christian Academy at 1 o'clock in boys action.
And the girls' final will be GPS and Ensworth. That's where I went blank.
And then at 11 o'clock, Franklin Road Academy and Webb School of Knoxville.
Full day of state championship basketball tomorrow. Watch it all on ESPN3.com or your local public broadcasting station. A lot of shots up, none of them falling right now. The lead is 23 for Ensworth, 30 seconds to play. The Tigers are going to play for a state championship. Should be a great matchup between Briarcrest and their Mr. Basketball finalist Austin Nichols and Ensworth and Corn Elder. Nichols, big inside player. He's going to have a height advantage against this Ensworth team. It'll be really interesting to see how that develops tomorrow.
But you'll see pressure, and they probably will pick them up and start pressing them when they get off the bus.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's going to be a fast-paced basketball game for sure. And that girls' state championship game will be too, Coach, especially GPS. That Clay, she plays up and down really fast. Ensworth shot off the glass is good by, don't want to leave anybody out, Jordan Sweat, as this basketball game has come to a close. Your final here from Allen Arena in the Division II AA boys semifinal. The Ensworth Tigers 81, the Father Ryan Fighting Irish 56. We will take a 2-minute network break and come back with final stats and a wrap-up. You're listening to the Blue Cross Basketball Championship on the TSSAA network.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.